Yeah, so hi, my name is William. Currently, I'm 15 years old and I attend Portola High School as a sophomore. And so I was the recipient of the Bronze Award for the AI art track, and my project was titled I've Come Very Far. And to give a little bit of background about my project, at the time of development, I basically centered this thing about one realization that was truly like how fundamental someone's childhood is to their life as like the conceptions that you form as well as the values that you adopt and the ideas that you discover during your early years are really kind of crucial to your development in the later years. And I feel that really because of this intense focus, because like I feel that this is very well known, and a lot of people like to focus a lot on their child's childhood as well as like their early years, which puts a lot of pressure honestly on uh teenagers as well as adolescents, which I feel that is really kind of harmful for their development. Um, which is why I felt like people really needed to appreciate like their actual progress as well as what they're doing during that time. And so, in order to really like focus on this idea, I decided to create my project. I've come very far, where basically the AI art piece was actually fairly simplistic to me, and it was just like a family just looking at you, and basically what I wanted to convey with this was that they were like smiling at you, so it just meant that like they were really just happy with the progress that as well as what you've done so far. As I feel that it's very important to acknowledge like what people have done compared to what they haven't done. As if you keep focusing on like negatives for too much, then it'll really be kind of detrimental to people's development. Yeah, so I started out my project by basically just brainstorming as I felt that like even though a lot of people do say that AI art, and I do kind of agree with their sentiment that like it doesn't require as much technical skill as actually like drawing something out or being a digital artist or like painting in person, right? But AI overall, it still requires like the generation or for humans to really create the ideas in order for AI to actually act upon it, which is why I kind of see AI as like a tool. And so I felt that brainstorming was definitely like the most critical part of this project, which is why I started out with it. Honestly, I was just kind of stuck while I was doing the brainstorming section, and what really helped me was just like walking around every so often. As honestly, it's actually really helpful for your creativity, as well as for how I got to know WAICY and how I decided to join it. I have a really good mentor that helped me a lot on coding in the past, and so he introduced me to this project, and I felt that it was very interesting overall. As first of all, it's a really prestigious competition. Honestly, it's a global competition. I felt that even if I wasn't able to win anything, I still feel like participating would honestly be really helpful as I got to really like learn a lot more about AI art in general, as well as how it's actually created. So I'm pretty grateful that I joined WACY. Yeah, so I'd honestly emphasize the importance of just taking advantage of all the little chunks of time that you have, because I feel that when you're a student, especially like in high school, it's very difficult to have like large blocks of time. And instead, most of the time, you usually have like a 15-minute intervals or like 10-minute intervals. Or like it's like I used to think that like a 10 minutes, it's too short. There's definitely no way I can do anything useful like during this amount of time. But I've come to learn that honestly, it's actually very helpful. Like if you spend 10 minutes just like thinking about something or working on like one step at a time, and you can really like finish a project in these like 10-minute, 15-minute intervals rather than like spending let's say an hour or 2 hours just like working on the same thing. And it might even be like more helpful or more beneficial. You spend like these 10 to 15-minute chunks as every single time you come back with like a new mindset, which really helps you like see the like problems in your previous approaches.
Well,
So the biggest challenge that I had during development was definitely prompting as when I knew that prompt engineering was something that I needed to pay attention to, right? But I wasn't really sure how much of a difference it actually made until I actually started creating the project. As during testing, I noticed that adding a few words can actually really make a big difference in the output that the engine generates. And even with the same prompt, when rerun multiple times, it can actually have massive variations in quality. And so I had to use prompts which had 20, 30, maybe even 40-ish keywords. I basically just search online about different pieces of art and AI generated art and steal some keywords from them to see if I could make the piece look better or if it just made it look worse. But I had to test out different combinations of words as well as the order definitely also matters on how you input the keywords into the prompt or into the engine. But however, I believe that as AI models get better, this problem will probably cease to exist as it becomes more specific and the images and their quality become better over time. But yeah, prompt engineering was definitely one of the biggest challenges I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the future, while I do definitely enjoy the art and creative aspect of AI, I definitely do feel that uh, I definitely lean more towards the technical aspects of AI, and I would definitely like to learn more about those. As currently, I'm reading a lot of different papers, for example, the "Attention is All You Need" paper, as well as the Transformers paper. And currently, I also plan on learning a lot more about AI, as well as doing more projects in general regarding AI, and I also plan on writing my own paper regarding AI in the future, hopefully. But hopefully, I can create a AI project and submit it to WAICY next year. Hopefully, try and get a or at least learn through doing my project and learn a lot more about AI in general. So I'll keep it short. Basically just believe in yourself. Honestly, I personally never thought that my project would win any award as I just submitted it offhandedly. Or I guess not offhandedly, but I did while I put a lot of effort into it, I really didn't have much hopes for my project to win anything at all. But instead, here I am, I got the chance to be interviewed and awarded a medal. I'm honestly really grateful that my project was able to be recognized. And I feel that it's definitely WACY is definitely they're able to really recognize the effort that you put in. And so I definitely do feel that even if you don't feel like you'll win, you should definitely still participate, as there's always a chance.